Hi everyone. Today we are going to talk about the origin of the system. And that's why you hear when things are not running well, maybe in a country, people blame it on the system. The system is a group of cartel and cabal, not necessarily internally, but it's something that is created internally, but it doesn't also operate alone. It's something that is operating globally. It's a global system that is meant to keep the normal people, the kawaida people like enslaved. They have to be the workers. They are the worker class, and as a worker class, you have to be grinding the wheel. Okay, those worker people are kept there. They are kept there by design, and the good thing is that the system works so hard to ensure that they don't know that they are the worker. The system works so hard to ensure that they don't know that they are the slavers. No, not the slavers, that they are the slave caste that is keeping the whole economy of the system working. Without them, it's done. But the system is so much hellbound in ensuring that no, you can't know the truth. And that is why all the people who have been talking the truth have always been persecuted worldwide. Like you can talk about, okay, if you don't agree with me, there's this guy, it's called Socrates. Socrates was a Greek philosopher, and Socrates used to, okay, he was a truthful person. He said that he was a damned person, and he usually used to talk to people to get to understand how their views of life and the way they think. And okay, basically he was a thinker, and he wanted to know like how the people think and wanted to get the perspective of all the people so that they can know how they operate and why their belief system is the way it is. And I'm surprised that okay, Socrates also had a mentor, not a mentor, there was a mentee called Plato. Plato worked under Socrates, and the funny thing about Socrates is he was executed. And why was he executed? He was executed because he was seen, okay, the system back then argued that this guy was spoiling the minds of the youth by not indoctrinating them, but by telling them the truth, like this is what it is. So he was the enemy of the state, and what did they do? They had to take him away. So it was very painful for Plato watching like his mentor getting taken out, but there's nothing that he could do about it. So those are some of the things that those people who seek truth go through. Even yourself, if you have been one person who is always after truth, or who has always looked at things different, or if you're a person who has always walked not towards the grain, no, but if you are always been a person who has walked against the grain, I'm very sure you have suffered persecution in some form or another, whether it's at work, whether it's at school. Maybe you have been expelled, like you are expelled to various school you went to, because the jobs and the schools and the churches are indoctrination centers, and they have to make sure that wamekuweka kwa laini. So if you're a person like that, and if you're always seeking the truth, can tell you for sure that this world will be a rough place for you. But again, those those who have always been persecuted have been persecuted because of the truth, and the truth has always been the side of God. So if you speak the truth, it's because you lean towards the side of God, because like I said, there are a dichotomy of two things. There's good and evil, and there's a yin and yang, there's a black and white, yeah, blue and red. That's why like in the US there's the Crips and there's the Bloods. So once you understand like how the world operates and how the world hates the truth, man, you will suffer. I can guarantee you for sure you will suffer. So I'm going, okay, I've chosen to be a truther, and I know it's not going to be easy for me, but what's the worst that can happen? Like life has already beat us up. The oil prices, the food prices, the housing. So what is the worst that can happen? So being a truther, I've personally faced persecution, whether it's at work, whether it's at the community level. But with God and my truth, I've always prevailed. So this is something that is okay. So many people can't take it, and that's why so many people have to bow to the system. Because if you don't bow to the system has to flog you. To did those two slavers, the slave who tried to rebel. The system lazima ikulainishe. If you try to rebel, be sure the system is coming for you. Yeah, so keep watching. I'll continue giving you more stories about how the system was operated, and biblically I'll also be giving you about stories of how the system has maybe tried to work against the people who believe in God, and how those people who believe in God have always tried. So shout out to all those people who prepared the way for us. Thank you. Enjoy your day.